on and Mari Humberg 1.
Time in 0-0-2.
Mari still is a little bit of a look of disbelief. Definitely could have gone either way. But here we get it started. On to men's doubles.
Side out.
Well, Danny, if that point's any indication, we're going to be here till midnight.
I know, right? Let's get some hoodies and stuff. It'll start getting chilly over here. Very good.
Second serve.
That was a Tyson McGuffin point. Just
0-0-2.
ever steady, easing the ball back.
Point.
Oh, no.
Pretty low for a speed up there by Augie. Forced him to pop the ball up to get it over the net. Khlif was all over it.
One, 0-2.
It's better speed up there from Augie. Ball a little bit higher.
Zero, 1-1. Second serve. Zero, 1-2. Point.
Very nice.
One, 1-2. Side out.
Well, I think we're going to see a lot of that from Hunter one way or the other, Daniel. That's kind of his game there.
Yes, a little bit more like driving and.
1-1-1.
Yeah, he's not one to hit a lot of third shot drops.
Very nice. Good
Second
move.
serve.
Yeah.
1-1-2.
Very nice.
Side out.
So one thing that I like about Augie is like how patient he is. Like he doesn't like overdo some of the shots. Like he just waits for it and then just got like a little
1-1-1.
punch on it. And every single shot that he does is very steady.
Second serve.
Again, it's another match where all four of the players are pretty good singles players. Hunter, obviously, one of the very, very best singles players. Tyson, been a great singles player for years. No way.
Side out.
Made it to the round of 16 in singles this week. Augie, probably the weakest one in singles. It doesn't mean he's weak in singles. He's just, he's pretty good. And he's up against three of the really good ones. We'll see how those singles skills translate into this one.
Very nice.
Second serve.
See, it's 5 minutes to 8 local time. Will the match be over before 9 o'clock? I'll say no.
I will say close. It's gonna be close.
I'm taking the over. I think it's going later.
Point.
Seriously, I'm expecting like 14-12 in the third. The way it's gone today.
2-1-2.
Yeah.
I don't know which way, but
Side out. One, 2-1. Point. Two, 2-1. Second serve.
serve there from Hunter.
Two, 2-2. Side out. Two, 2-1. Point. Three, 2-1.
3-2-1 early.
Oof.
I think Tyson was yelling, let it go.
Yeah, you save him a little bit over there.
Hard to let those go when you got a
Yeah,
high
I mean,
forehand.
if you're gonna be there, just commit for it and then.
Side out. Two, 3-1.
Oh,
Nice.
Serve.
net court dribbler.
2, 3-2. Side out. Three, 2-1. Point.
Not sure what Hunter was trying to do there.
Yeah, a little bit laziness on the footwork. I mean,
Yeah.
just stand up and then try to hit a dink on that.
Sort of looked like he wanted to speed it up, but he wasn't
Yeah.
committed to it.
Very nice.
Second serve. Four, 2-2.
Oh,
Just long.
You can't appeal, but you can challenge.
Again, there's the players asking the referee what he thought, but when you have video challenges, the referees do not give an opinion. You can
Yes.
either do
Challenge.
nothing or challenge. That's your only choice. The referees will not say, yeah, I saw it, it was in, or yeah, I saw it, and it was out. Wow, great
beautiful
shots.
cover.
Yeah.
Point.
Hunter.
I think he just kind of stood up after the first volley.
Yes. A little
Timeout
timeout.
receivers. 7-2-2.
Yeah, 7-2-2 gets us to a timeout here. We will keep it here. And again, as you notice on the screen, Jim Clausen and Daniel De La Rosa bringing you all the action.
2-2.
Ooh,
Side out.
good timeout.
Yeah, good timeout. Whenever you win that first point, first rally coming out of a timeout, you feel good about it. Feel like you got some value out of your timeout.
Oh,
Really good net cut. Well, Danny, we just had a fan ask a question here. They want to know how you got into pickleball.
well, good friend of mine in Arizona, she introduced me to pickleball and said, hey, it's a new sport coming in. I'm pretty sure you will be very good because of my racquetball background. So I said, okay, I will try it. We
Side
went
out.
to one place in Arizona and we started trying it. And after that, I said, oh, this is kind of fun. And after that, we just played my first national, and then we ended up
7-2-1.
medaling in 5-0. And it's like, okay, I can do this. So that's how I get into it. A good friend of mine.
Well, you didn't just play racquetball. You've been ranked #1 in the world in racquetball.
Yes.
That is something.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. That ball took a peek.
Point.
Yeah, before I committed full-time pickleball in 2024, the
8-2-1.
previous 3 years, I was #1 on the world in racquetball. Very nice.
Second serve.
Forehand from Augie. I always said from the one tournament I played against you some years ago, it's the hardest I've ever seen a pickleball hit.
Oh,
Point.
Hunter tried to get out of the way of that one. Just caught his shoulder. Everything kind of going the way for McGuffin and Khlif at this point.
9-2-2.
A lot of players, Daniel, have some different sport in their background. Most obviously are tennis.
yeah.
Racquetball is kind of the unusual one.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's no many. There's
Game
not
point.
many of them. So we're trying to convince some of my old teammates to come over and join this journey with me to pickleball, and then they start enjoying it.
No, you cannot. It has to be valid. I mean, where right now?
Question here from Gutt and Johnson. I'm not sure what it is. They want to challenge something.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the opponent's last action. The result of after review,
No
the
carryover
rally
to the
stands.
next
There was
game.
no good fault. Challenge is lost. No
Okay,
free
it
challenge
was.
remaining.
Yeah.
One free challenge remaining. We'll resume play at
Called it a fault.
10-2-2.
McGuffin and Khlif seeing if they can close this game out.
Time in. Game point.
They've
10-2-2.
dominated it since early on. Ooh,
Oh,
and
game
that'll
one.
go-
Point game.
Game 1 to
Timeout,
Khlif
change it.
and McGuffin 11-2. Really well played game, especially
Game
bringing
2.
all the action. Game 1 started out even, and then it just got away from Johnson and
Time in.
11-2 to
0-0-2.
McGuffin and Khlif. Daniel, after this point, your question of the day: what do you do
Side
if
out.
you're Johnson and Gutt to try to turn this thing around?
I mean, just clean up a little bit more of the game. You know, they're making a lot of forced errors,
0-0-1.
and then I feel like they need to be a little bit more consistent. Like make sure your opponent
Second serve.
wins the point. But I mean, like I said,
0-0-2.
just don't get in. I know you're gonna be frustrated, but I mean, you have to trust it.
Point.
Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the answer is there's no particular strategy you need to do. It's not like I need to
1-0-2.
drive instead of drop, or I need a lob, or whatever it is. Sometimes it's just I got to play better.
Yeah.
And or have your opponent play a little worse. I mean, McGuffin and
They
Khlif played really, really well that first game. And sometimes you just get beat.
Zero, 1-1.
Boy, those speed ups from Hunter.
Second serve.
McGuffin was getting them all until the last one. But there you saw Hunter Johnson's single skill, the way he's able to put that topspin on the ball.
0-1-2. Side out. One, 0-1.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Point.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of topspin rotation on that ball.
2-0-1.
Ooh.
Point.
Nice. Good speed up.
Yep. And Johnson playing a little more aggressive. Paying off so
3-0-1.
far.
Point.
Wow. 3.
I think they might want to stay away from Hunter's forehand in the dink game.
Yes.
Or cover
I'll
middle.
cover that middle.
4-0-1. Point.
That might get a timeout.
Timeout receiver.
Yep.
5-0-1.
Timeout receiver.
Boy, that first game was kind of a runaway, and I thought we might have a easy 2-game match here and be done a lot sooner.
Second serve. Five, 0-2.
Whoa.
Point.
Tyson adjusted, just sort of
6-0-2.
left it in the net.
Very nice.
Point.
Boy, what a turnaround. 11-2 to 7-0 the other
7-0-2.
way.
Point. Are those out? Correction. Side out. 0-7-1.
Oh,
Distraction.
yeah.
Point.
Yep.
No, that was a distraction.
Yeah, there was a yell on that shot before it was hit back by Tyson. We had that distraction call earlier in the men's doubles, Daniel, where I didn't think it was a distraction. That one I do think it was a distraction.
Yeah, he yelled before Tyson hit the ball.
Yeah, and I do think it kind of made him flinch.
Yeah.
Second serve.
I think that was a good call by the ref on that one. And Hunter and Augie didn't really argue.
1-7-2. Side out.
Yeah, I mean, good play by them not to argue it. Don't let it bother you. Move on to the next point. I don't think they disagreed with the call, but even if you disagree with the call, move on. It's a good lesson. Play the next point.
Second serve.
Yeah, they're making Hunter hit backhands now at least.
7-1-2. Side out.
Beautiful shot from Tyson.
See a replay on that. Yeah, well, he hooked it. A lot easier off the forehand again to hook it back into play than it is off the backhand. Great shot.
1-7-1. Second serve.
That ATP was going to be in. Got covered by Hunter, though.
1-7-2.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Great scorpion there from Tyson McGuffin. Good anticipation. Stepped back off the line a little bit in anticipation that H.Johnson might speed it up, give himself an extra split second to react.
2-7-2.
Cashed it in.
Oof.
Point.
3-7.
You see McGuffin and Khlif are being careful to dink to the outside, not giving anybody some
3-7-2.
middle forehands to do anything with.
I'll recall. 3-7-2. Point.
Hunter got one ball and just kind of determined to speed it up. But smart adjustment there by McGuffin and Khlif to make sure they dink to the outside.
Yes.
Keep it to the
Making them move
opponent's
in and back in.
4-7-2.
Nice.
Point.
Wow.
5-7. It will be a good time for timeout.
Timeout
for the,
receivers.
there you
5-7-2.
go. Good time for Hunter and Augie.
Yeah, timeout at 5-7-2. And we'll take a break. We'll come back with the rest. Double overtime.
To the left.
Double overtime right here.
Double overtime right here. As
Time
we're,
in.
we're in game 2 action. McGuffin and
5-7-2.
Khlif took game 1. Johnson and Gubb were sailing
my
here in
goodness.
game 2, and it has completely turned around. We We had a 7-0 run by
6-7-2.
Johnson, now a 6-0 run by McGuffin and Khlif. 6-0 and still going.
Nice. Good speed
Side
up.
out.
Looked like Noe was on it,
Yeah, good speed up.
but
This
finally
one-
broke the streak.
There's one of the Augie has very good. Like he can change the
7-6-1.
speed of the ball on that speed up. It can go very slow or can get a little bit faster. So it's no.
Just wide.
Second serve.
I don't know, you need a point here. Gotta stop this. Otherwise they're gonna hand it back.
7-6-2.
McGuffin and Khlif were still on a 6-0 run.
Yeah.
Side out.
We've got a No Way Khlif fan club over here. They don't sound
6,
French.
7-1.
No Way Khlif, former #1 junior tennis player in France.
Point.
7-7 now.
7-0 run here by Khlif and McGuffin. Still going.
7-7-1. Second serve.
Great resets. There was a yell. I wasn't sure whether it was No Way or Tyson. He yelled the ball going out. Couldn't let it go.
7-7-2.
Oh,
Wow.
Point.
He was sitting on it. He was
Yeah.
sitting for current, protecting that middle.
absolutely right. He was sitting on that one. And this one has turned around,
Yeah.
more than turned
8-7-2.
around.
It turned out very quick.
Khlif and McGuffin with an 8-7 lead, trying to close it out in 2.
Oh, there you go, the middle again.
Yeah, they hadn't given Hunter a forehand in a while. I think his eyes lit up as soon as he saw that one.
7-8-1. Second serve. Seven, 8-2.
Oh,
Side out.
Augie tried for the shake and bake, had it, just caught the net cord. And another dry side out though for Johnson and Guh. Back to McGuffin and Khlif. They want to close this
8-7-1.
out. They do not want to go to a third game, obviously.
Oh, nice.
Point.
Tyson just so steady. Man. Nothing flashy, just very, very steady.
9-7-1. Second serve.
No, he just straightened up just a little bit. You know, stayed down on those counters.
9-7, right? 9-7.
9-7-2.
9-7-2.
Oh,
Side out.
it's a pretty simple dink to miss. But still, nine consecutive points for McGuffin and Khlif.
And let's see if Hunter Nagy
call.
has like, they need 1 point,
7-9-1.
1 point to get him in the run.
Second serve.
Yeah, I think they're getting a little impatient.
Yeah.
Seven, 9-2.
No, he covered the middle on that one.
Point.
Well, every time Hunter has a backhand dink, McGuffin's taking a step back
To protect the line.
to protect the line and give himself a little extra time to counter. He's been so steady on it. Just barely missed that one. That broke the streak, though.
8-9-2. Side out.
Might have been an out ball, but either way. The training section has switched
Yes.
from Khlif to McGuffin.
9-8-1.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Second serve. Nine, 8-2.
There it is.
Oh, very nice.
There it is.
Point.
Tyson
Very
set
nice.
that one
Yep.
up, though. Great third. Then sort of a semi-speed up. Started the ball downhill.
Match point.
And that gets us to our first match point.
10-8-2.
10-8-2. do it. That should do it. That should do it.
Point game match.
Hunter Johnson mad at somebody in the crowd for yelling something. Huh. Interesting. I guess Hunter was mad at somebody in the crowd said something.
Yes.
It's not a distraction, though,
Yeah.
unless the player